We're here at Brockfield Hall. We're going to be making our cover album here. It's going to be called Inspirations. It's a bit of fun. We're going to do songs that are from our youth, you know, that inspired us to become musicians, inspired us to, you know, to play our instruments and to sing, and our style of writing songs. So it's going to go way back to the 60s. We're going to have Beatles songs, Sabbath song from the 70s, Deep Purple, Thin Lizzy, a bit of Motorhead. It's going to be a really mixed bag of songs. We're going to do them in our style. We're not going to change them too much because the originals are brilliant. So we're going to play them like Saxon would play them. So we're going to record it here. Back in the day, a lot of these albums were recorded in big chateaus and manor houses and you know, stately homes. And luckily, the people that own this estate here let us use their hall behind a big house. So we're going to record it in there, try and get the spirit of the 60s and 70s back, and it's absolutely pissing it down here in Yorkshire.
Singing in the rain, just singing in the rain.
But yeah, that's what we're going to do, and it's going to be great, I think. We're going to go in the house later. I'm going to show you around, and we're going to get all the things set up, and it's going to be good. So we'll see you there. So this is the Brockfield Hall. Okay, we're here in the house in Brockfield Hall, and this is the massive entrance hall with a beautiful staircase going up. So yeah, we're going to record the drums in this room. Nigel's going to be down there playing, and we're going to be in another room playing live. We might do a little bit of playing in here as well, depends how loud it is, but we're going to try and get that big drum sound that they used to get back in the day. I mean, you know, they used to do a lot of recordings in these big houses, big chateaus and manor houses and stately homes and things. So we're going to try and get that. That's all about the story. The house is, it's you know, hundreds of years old, probably built in 1700 and something. So maybe before, could be 17th century. But sometimes these houses started life way back, and then different generations put their stamp on them and did different styles. So yeah, we're going to start setting the kit up soon. So yeah, stay with us. We're going to carry the cabs down into the cellar. Come on.
Heavy stuff.
So yeah, I want to tell you what we're doing next. Back in the day when we heard all these rumours and myths and read a few interviews and things like NME or Sounds or something like that, we, you know, the bands of the day apparently were putting snare drums in kitchens to get the reverb sound, and re-recording the snare drum in there to get the reverb sound, or putting the guitar cabs in rooms and things. I mean, we started putting our guitars cabs in big boxes in the 80s because we'd heard all the rumours that that's what they used to do. So we've had permission from the fantastic owners here to go in the cellar, and we're going to put a cabinet down there. So follow me and I'll show you. This way. And this is going to get the ghost going. So down here, like a sort of arched cellar, we're going to put the guitar cab in this room here. In there, that dark dungeon room. So we're going to put the guitar cab in there, and we're going to cable and we're going to record it so we get this huge, massive sound. That's the idea. I'm just going to talk you through what we're actually doing and how we're doing it. It's pretty interesting. So now I'm just playing here live in this room. That's cool here. and then cable through the door, and I'll just show you the rest of the guys out. Into this room, so I think this is probably the library. So we're stood in here playing live with Nigel, and we're on headphones so we can hear him playing, and vice versa. So yeah, that's how it goes. And then it goes back into here, into this room here, which I think is the study, and this is where it all ends up here. And Jackie is, you know, mixing it as we go. So that's what happens.
Aye.
So it's all pretty set up for us, really. Sounding good. Yeah. I want to talk about the songs on the album that we're doing. I took the band back then in the 70s to see a young band that they'd never seen, but I'd heard the first album was AC/DC. I took them to see AC/DC at Sheffield University. There was about, I don't know, 100 people in there all bashing around, and yeah, the support band was 𝐠𝐫𝐲𝐻, which I thought was a bit of a wacky mix, but yeah, it was a good gig, and I think there wouldn't be songs like Wheels of Steel and some of those, you know, mid-tempo, if it wasn't for AC/DC. I just love that style of first chorus, you know, fantastic guitar solo, little key change in there, so it did influence our songwriting quite a lot, that. So AC/DC, Problem Child, early song, I like that song. So I'm played at Sheffield, brilliant.
'Cause you're trying to, 'cause I'm a problem child. The problem child.
Can't do that, right?
Problem child.
That's right on the door then. It looks good.
Yeah, that's what all that, then I'll just do it.
It's mega job. Oh, wait, off. Right.
Problem child. Problem child. Problem child. Problem child.
Oh no, Glock was dropped out of the team. What's the matter with you?
I didn't know we were doing low ones.
You do low ones, I'll do the high one.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing.
You can do the high one if you like.
It might be off.
I can give you a squeeze.
No, but
Oh,
make your way off.
Problem child.
exactly. Sweet.
Exactly. So I don't know. Come on.
Sounds good in the mix, come on.
All right.
There you go. Trust me, I'm a singer.
That's what I don't have smash. You're on my list. Dead or alive, I got 'em.
Here we go, look at that. Look at that. Come on.
Absolutely superb.
Problem child. Problem child. I'm a problem child. I'm a problem child.
The Sabbath track "Evil Woman," I was very influenced by Bill Ward's drumming, and actually Sabbath was the second ever gig I went to. So, you know, Bill was a big influence on my playing. So, we decided something maybe off the first album would be a good one to do.
You will be someone else's bitter seed. Evil woman, don't you play your games?
The 70s were a massive influence on the band, and obviously individually, and massive influence on all the bands. So I picked the Kinks. I mean, everybody's done You Really Got Me, you know, the Van Halen version's fantastic. I think Metallica did it. So I picked a song that I really liked at the time, was See My Friends by the Kinks. Ray Davies, obviously fantastic lyricist and singer. and his brother Dave is actually, you know, a great guitarist. Really, he created some great things with all them. So "See My Friends" is one of my choices.
She's gone now, there's no one left except my friends. Rain crossed the river, and she just went.
Right, Hendrix. In my, let's call it musical education, I used to cover as many Hendrix as I could play, because back then I wasn't great as a player, but Stone Free was a great riff, and it had a great groove, so it felt right to do it this time. He was one of my biggest influences was Hendrix, him and Clapton, and to some extent Beck and Page, and I did that as a cover in the early years. It was a song that I found easy enough to play. Later on I realised how much went into Hendrix music and learned all that kind of thing. But the groove is great, and the tempo we've done it at is on their live side, the faster tempo, which felt right for a rock band.
Woman here, woman there, trying to keep me in a plastic cage.
I chose "Paint It Black" by the Rolling Stones as one of my choices, mainly because when I was a boy we had the radio on all the time at home. My mum used to listen to the radio endlessly, and I liked music, and I was very aware of music, but it was all kind of happy music really, like anything from Charlie Drake to the Searchers to, you know, just radio music. And when I first heard the Rolling Stones, I heard "Paint It Black." It was the first time I ever remember feeling aware of a kind of mystery and a darker side of music. I really liked the, you know, the scale that they were using intrigued me. I think I was only 6 or 7. I think it was '66 that was released. But that's the reason I chose that, because it had quite a strong effect on me. It made me think that there can be sadness and misery in music as well as happiness.
It just happens every day. I look inside myself and see my heart is
I chose the rocker. It's nearly always something to do with my brothers, who they guided me towards Thin Lizzy, and I used to have a poster of Phil in it on my bedroom wall, which is the classic picture of him, like from the Live and Dangerous album, you know, the cover with his bass. And I didn't get into it straight away, but I got a cassette of like a compilation of Thin Lizzy, and it had loads of their early stuff, and it was the first time that I really heard Eric Bell, and it's like a completely different style, you know, to later on with like with Gary Moore and Scott Gorham and stuff like that. It's a lot rougher, it's a lot more raw, and it's the rocker.
Pippin' and boppin', telling a dirty joke or two. And what this chick, I knew she was up to something. I kissed her right there out of the blue.
Yeah, still in the 70s. You all know the history we have with Motorhead. You know, the first tour we did of England really was with Motorhead. I don't know if we did Scotland or not, or Wales, but we probably did. So the first UK tour we did with Motorhead was on the Bono tour. It's a great song, The Bomber. It's, you know, it's obviously it's a war song, which I really love doing lyrics for. So me and Lemmy, we're always talking about, you know, the Second World War, the First World War, and the Vietnam War, and the Korean War. So I picked this song. It's Bomber. Brilliant song. We've been here 12 days now recording this album for you all. Probably the fastest album we've ever recorded. I want to thank the family for letting us use this fantastic house, this Brockfield Hall. I want to thank everybody that's been involved with the filming of this and the making of it. It's been a really, it's been a real challenge in the COVID times to do this and get everybody around the planet and test it and la la la. So yeah, it's been great here listening to all these fantastic classic songs echoing around the house. So yeah, we're leaving today, and I hope you like this film, and I really hope you like the album. You can order it now, you can pre-order it now.
The midnight sun with the hot springs flow. The hammer of the god.